Hello, welcome to jQuery tutorial, chapter 11, jQuery input versus colon input. So in this session we are going to learn about the difference between the input and the colon input selector. So you can observe here within this jQuery function we are passing a selector that is colon input. What it does is it selects all the input text area, select and button elements. But if I pass to this jQuery function only the plain input, what it does is it selects elements with only the input tag, with an input tag. So let me show you a demo of this. It's very simple. Let me jump into Visual Studio, and to understand this example very clearly, what I've done is I've taken a form. Okay, this form contains first name, last name, gender, hobbies, cars, and the summary. So we have input type text, radio, checkbox, and we have a selector tag, and we have a text area. So let me push this page to the browser first. Let me look how it appears there. So the build has succeeded, and now it's taking me to the browser where we'll get a form with first name, last name. First name the value is Sam, last name value is Roy, gender male, hobbies reading and cycling, cars BMW, and we have another value that is Maruti, and summary is I'm international cricket player, and we have a submit button. Now what I need to do is I need to show you a difference between colon input selector and normal input selector. When I make use of this colon input selector, it selects all the input text area, select and button elements. So first let me show you a demo of this. So what I need to do is first let me start writing my jQuery. Okay, dollar. Okay, I'll make use of the colon input selector. Before that I need to check whether my document is completely loaded or not. Okay, with the help of document.ready function. So I'll end up with the semicolon. So what I'll do right now is dollar. I need to identify an element with the selector colon input. So once I identify an element with this selector, what I need to do is I need to read the value present inside that input element. So what I need to do is I need to make use of this each function. So to this each function, what I'll tell is go and read the value present inside each of the element, okay, identified with this selector. So after that I need to call a alert function. Within the alert function I'll tell like dollar this dot read the value of it with the help of this value function. So what I'm doing in my jQuery code right now is I'm identifying the element with this selector input, okay, and I'm reading the value present in it. So let me go back to presentation. Let me explain you. If I use this colon input, it selects all input text area, select and button elements, and we are reading the value of it with the help of this val function. Okay, now let me go back and let me refresh. Okay, here we are getting this is the input, the selector what we are written with the colon input. It is reading the value of it Sam. Next is Roy of the last name, and the gender male, female, and the hobbies reading and cycling, and the car that is BMW which is selected, and the summary that is text area. The content is coming from I'm an international cricket player, and finally the submit value. Okay, what we understood from this is if I use this colon input, it selects all input text area, select and button elements. But if I go with this plain input selector, it selects elements with an input tag. In the sense, we have elements starting with the input tag. Here is this input type text, okay, then input type radio and input type checkbox, and this will not get executed, and this is not going to be executed text area, but we are going to get this. So what I'll do is right now I'll pass only the input, not the colon input. Do Control S. Let me go back and let me refresh here. The name is Roy, Sam, and Roy, it's male, female, then reading, cycling, and immediately you can observe we are not getting cars and this text area, the select element and the text area, immediately jumping to the submit button. Okay, this is what the major difference between the colon input and the input selectors. Okay, I hope you understood with this, and that's the difference between the colon input and the input selectors. And that's for the day. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Ankpro Training. You can also like our Facebook page visiting this URL. You can also follow us on Twitter. For further reference, refer our websites. We're on LinkedIn too. Last but not the least, please don't forget to give the feedback. Thank you. Have a great day.